Hey y'all. I want to get on here and let everybody know that I found out, which I should have asked my husband because he would know, but everybody's saying that you can't put a septic tank in if there's bedrock. In the state of West Virginia, yes, you can. You can put a septic tank in if they needed a septic tank, but like I said, I don't think that the Whitaker's house had a pipe going to the little creek back there. Because if you will go back and rewatch Soft White Underbelly, watch Mark's videos, he goes all through the backyard. He films the whole backyard. There is no pipe going from the house to the creek. I think it was when they put that camper beside of Betty's house, when I think that's what they did, because where did their septic go? They didn't put in a whole new septic tank just for a little camper trailer. Where did their go? You know, but what, if y'all hear that in the background, I am so sorry. My husband's playing a video game and he cusses at the TV. But anyhow, there's a lot of stuff that I found out. All you have to do is just make phone calls and just say, hey, I'm inquiring about this, and they will give you the information. I did, however, I've called. I called DHHR. I found out a few things up in West Virginia, which I already knew these things, because, like I said in my one video, I've taken care of my husband's two elderly aunts. They were, let's say, Aunt Sissy was 80-something. And Aunt Barbara was 70-something. But neither one of them could walk good. Poor Aunt Sissy. She had Graves' disease. I think I got a video of her on my channel here on YouTube. I think I do. I think I got a video of me and her when they passed. That really put a hurt on my heart, because I got so close with them. You know, they were like my best friends, even though they were a whole lot older than me. But I mean, you get attached really quickly to elderly people when you're taking care of them. And I do know how, like I said, I do know how to take care of disabled elderly people, mentally disabled elderly people. I've done it before. You know, I've taken care of elderly. I've taken care of, you know, young kids that needed foster homes and stuff, and I have done that. I've taken in 16 of them in my past when I was with my ex-husband. But and before anybody thinks, oh no, listen really close. We didn't get a dime, not even one dime of money from fostering 16 children. We didn't want it. We didn't need it. We and the way we had to go about doing that is we did a kinship fostering. But anyhow, back to the Whitakers. I was watching a video today that kind of, it's hold on a minute, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay. My son came in here. But anyhow, when I said in my one video that I believe it was more to it than just the home being hoarded, And yes, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. They've lived in that house, though, for many, many years, and they were fine. They were getting along. They were not malnourished. Yes, they were dirty, but that is personal hygiene. I'm not getting into that. They didn't have sores all over them, except for Timmy having them spots on his head. But other than that, I didn't, when Ray would lift up his pant leg so Mark could see his knee, you didn't see no bed sores or any kind of sores from being filthy. You take somebody being completely filthy 24/7, never taking a shower, never taking a bath, whatever, what have you, they're going to have some type of sore, some type of skin infection. They didn't have that. Not even on their face, their arms, none of that. So I believe Betty was taking really good care of them when she could give them a bath and, calm them down. And I don't believe she gave Ray a bath. I believe either Larry or Kenny, I believe one of them gave Ray a bath and gave Timmy his bath and stuff. But I believe she did keep Lorraine clean. I believe that was wholeheartedly. I believe she tried. She tried her best. Was it somewhere where I would go and stay the night? No. Would it be somewhere you would go and stay the night? Probably not. I mean, just being honest. And it's not because of the house itself being dirty or nothing like it. It's the hoarding that would cause me to have a panic attack. The cleanliness, though, if I did stay with them, I would have cleaned the whole house. I would have. I would have called somebody. Hey, I'm up in West Virginia. I need so-and-so, so-and-so. Here's where I'm at. And I'm telling you, we've got family that would come and help clean. And, I think it was more to it than just the house itself. I honestly do. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I lived in West Virginia. My husband's lived there all his life. He was born and raised in West Virginia. And he can get on here and he can tell you. Doesn't matter if you live in the country or the city. If you live down in the holler or in a cave. If they know your address, and they do, they knew their address. The city and the county knew the Whitaker's address because they had utilities on in that house. Okay, so anybody that's from West Virginia knows they tax you to the grave. They would tax you for breathing if they could figure out how to do it. They tax you for everything, and I mean everything. They tax you for every single animal you have. Every single... we got taxed for a goldfish that we had. I see you back there making face. They even taxed us for a goldfish we had. But the tax assessors, they go out. They go out with their little clipboards. And there's not one. There's many in every county. There is many, many, many that go out and they assess every single property. Now, you tell me, honestly, it doesn't take a genius to know that if a tax assessor sees something bad, they'll call code enforcer. Code enforcer will come in. They will look at whatever part of the property isn't right. They will condemn it. Now, before anybody says I'm wrong and I'm lying about this, no, I'm not. When we lived in Clarksburg, West Virginia, our 6-car garage was falling in because it was being vandalized. And I'm not going to say by who, but we know who did it. They did confess. But the assessor came, assessed our property, assessed our house, and then called code enforcer. Code enforcer came out, went in, asked if they could go in and look inside the garage. I said, go for it. So they go in the garage, they look, and they come back, and they told me, they said, well, we're going to have to condemn the garage. And I said, oh no. I said, does that mean that our house is condemned? He said, no. He said, you can get a full condemnation or you can get a partial condemnation, which means, like, if you have a shed, your shed's falling in, that would be condemned. If your, what's that thing called, retaining wall is falling, or if it's a hazard, they can condemn your retaining wall, but it doesn't mean they're condemning your home or your property or nothing like that. We got it. It got tore down. We got it cleaned up. And the code enforcer came back out there, and he was super, super, super nice. And, which when they tear down, before you tear down, or they tear down anything that's on your property, you have to have what they call an asbestos test. Our house was free and clear of asbestos. So, if I'm saying that right. But that's why I'm saying things that just don't add up with why they took Lorraine, Timmy, and Ray and did not take Betty. Betty lived in that house too. And if the house and the land was condemned, as some people are saying, trying to say, well, no, it was all condemned, then that means the camper trailer would have been condemned because it was on the property. They would have took Larry too. But they didn't take Larry. They didn't take Betty. And when the state did come and take them, where were they at? They were at the home where Patrick was supposed to live, which done found out he doesn't live there. There's no wall. The whole front of the wall, like this right here, like say this is the front where the door's supposed to be, that was gone. You could see directly into the house. When you go up the steps, go up, and I mean, it was just open. There's no wall, no door, no windows, nothing. But I don't know. But yeah, he didn't live there. He didn't live 2 houses down from the Whitakers. He lives 3 point something miles down the road, which is an hour and 5 minutes walking. That is walking distance. And I heard on a video that Timmy was supposed to have walked from his house, the Whitaker's house, all the way to Patrick's house. That would have took too long. And I just don't see Betty letting Timmy wander off like that. I just don't. I never seen. Now Ray would walk and wander, but not too far from the house. Oh, Timmy would go behind the house and stuff, but never seen Timmy away from him. Never heard Betty saying anything about, well, Timmy run off or anything like that in any video. And but I think Patrick is I'm sorry, he's a crook just like Eric. And I believe he wants the Whitakers. He wants to get custody of the Whitakers so he can continue this Timmy time nonsense and keep them on the internet, on social media, to make money, to gain money. Because there's nothing interesting about Patrick. Hell, there's nothing interesting about Eric. But I hope everything comes to light, and I hope it comes to light quick. I hope there's some people that can go there and try to assess the damages and everything that needs to be fixed in the Whitaker's house. And hopefully they can get that done. Let the Whitakers go home. Let Timmy and Ray and Lorraine go home and live out the rest of their lives happy. It's a shame. Just in 2020 we was introduced to the Whitakers, and we thought, man, look at this family. We were interested. We were watching them. There wasn't oddity to me. It was just an interesting story of a family. That's all it was. Of this woman taking care of her siblings and her nephew that has mental disabilities, and she's doing it by herself. And well, with a little bit with Larry's help, with from about getting Ray calmed down and stuff like that and all that. But I stuck with it because I genuinely fell in love with that family through Mark's videos. I thought they were just the sweetest family. They were so, me and my son Roy, we'd watch them, and I would be like, oh, look at Timmy. It's just, to me, it's like seeing a little kid getting excited. Like when they went to the state fair, he got excited, and he looked at his mama, and I seen that look on Lorraine's face, and she smiled. And I could see they were all having a good time. And the cotton candy, that put a smile on my face. But anyways, I'm not going to take too much more of y'all's time. This video is getting a little long. I'm getting a little long-winded. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And I will tell y'all good night. And I will see y'all on the next video. Love y'all, mean it.